Good afternoon, Chandrabhushan, and congratulations on your remarkable achievement in the IFS examination. And we are proud to have you here with us today.
Thank you, ma'am. It's a pleasure being here.
Could you provide a brief introduction about yourself?
Yes. My name is Chandrabhushan. I have secured All India rank 123 in Indian Forest Service 2023. I was born and brought up in Mysore. My father is a retired executive engineer in KPTCL and mother is a retired physician from Government of Karnataka. I did my civil engineering from NITTE and I did my master's MBA from Manipal University. And currently, I'm working as assistant engineer in Water Resource Department, Bangalore.
What motivated to pursue your career in civil service and forest service?
Ma'am, it was my childhood dream. Both my parents were in government service. Even my grandfather was a Karnataka Administrative Service officer. So even my parents want to be a civil servant, and then this continued till now. So that is one thing. And the job of a civil servant or a forest service officer will give us opportunity to work for the betterment of the society. It will make a positive impact on positive change towards the welfare. This is why, ma'am.
What difficulties did you face during your preparation, and how did you keep up your motivation?
Ma'am, in this journey, it is a long journey. So you need that endurance to sustain for a long time. So only few people make it in the first few attempts. For to sustain for a longer time, you need that endurance. Also, you need to face the failure, come bouncing back after every failure, and it is the main challenge we have to overcome in this journey. Also, we have to make a peer group where which motivates us. If going into the wrong peer group will hamper our preparation, and also finding the right guidance is the most important in this most important challenge in this journey now.
If you would have to give one advice to a younger self, what would that be?
Ma'am, one thing is that don't repent on the past. Just do the things which are required right now. That is the most important thing I would tell myself for my younger self. Because we keep on thinking about the past and then we don't do anything. So, like doing the right things right now is the most important. What is supposed to be done has to be done.
Please give your prelim strategy and main strategy.
Yes. Prelims, ma'am. What I used to go with the basics, ma'am. I had revised most of the standard books multiple times and made a concise notes. I used to go through it regularly. Regarding current affairs, I used to go through previous 2 years current affairs. That is one thing. And the most important thing is previous year's questions. I used to analyze them before getting into any subject. That is the main thing. That is like I had heard a quote like if you want to defeat an enemy, know yourself. That is one thing. Know your enemy. That is the other thing. So PYQs is the only insight we get into that how we have to overcome it. So before getting into any topic or any subject, going through previous year's questions will make our job easier. That is one thing. And also, based on recent question pattern, no one will know all the questions. So we have to attempt the question based on the logical guessing and whatever we have learned from our childhood. Those things we have to use it in solving the questions in the UPSC. That is otherwise if you have to answer each and question with 100% accuracy, it's not possible. Regarding means for forestry, I went through on-bill notes, and for geology, I had taken a classes of planet geology, and for GK, I had made elaborate notes for CSC. I used the same notes.
To what an extent do you think social media is a distractor? And were you on social media during your preparation days?
Ma'am, social media can be a distractor, a huge distractor, because it gives us instant gratification, and it is a life of overstimulation. Like once we get gratified, we don't think of doing more work. However, I've seen people who have used social media effectively to utilize the data or facts to inculcate in their notes. I was not in social media, ma'am. However, I used YouTube to clarify some concepts.
What role has statecraft played in your success?
Yes, ma'am. I came to Statecraft during my interview preparation. Ankita ma'am, we had an elaborate discussion with Ankita ma'am regarding DAF, and also we had group discussions with took away my fear of interview, ma'am. That is the
Any motivational mantra you want to give to your aspirants?
ma'am. I feel that that motivational mantra is doesn't work because it lives for a short time. Like any motivation you get, it doesn't sustain for a long time. What we have to instead of a motivational thing, we have to find our purpose, why we are undertaking this journey, UPSC journey. That will sustain us for a long time, that will help us succeed.
Is there any advice that you don't suggest your aspirants?
Advice, ma'am, every topper gives their own views how they cleared it. So the thing is that every aspirant will try to imbibe everyone's method, but that is a wrong thing, because we have our own methods, we have our own methodologies. We have to nitpick each and everyone's and inculcate. We have to evolve. We have to work on what works for us, and we have to neglect what which doesn't work for us. Everything doesn't work for everyone, so we have to keep on evolving. If it doesn't work, we have to modify our methodology and then carry on. This is how we have to undertake this journey.
And how many attempts did you take? And was there any self doubt during those days?
Ma'am, since 2016, I've been giving attempts on and off. I've given multiple mains, and this is the first interview got I attended, and fortunately, this got converted into a rank. So, self doubt, it is a regular thing. Everyone faces it. Everyone faces it, but there is a quote, ma'am, which says that if the goal is worthy, no matter odds are not in your favor, it's worth pursuing. So that is what I adhere to. So, like self doubt comes for everyone, but the purpose for which they're undertaking becomes important.
So, how supportive was your family during your journey?
My family was the sole source for my journey. They were very supportive. They were willing to wait for any amount of time until I achieved my goal. They wanted to see me as a respectable position rather than the usual hurry the parents get into.
How was your childhood? Like, were you playful, bright? What kind of student were you?
Ma'am, I'm a big time introvert. Uh, yeah, I was good in sports. uh, yeah, like in my inner circle, I was playful. I used to uh, uh, I was very cordial, but outside my inner circle, I used to be a introvert, big time introvert. So during my school days, I used to win GK competitions. Many I've won many Olympiads. So I also got a rank in NTSC. So these are my.
So, how did you manage your stress and your time management?
Ma'am, stress management is very important in the sense that the result can't be predicted in this UPSC. No matter how much effort you put, the result can't be predicted. So there is always this doubt: will I clear? Will I don't? What should I do? Am I going the right path? But managing stress, how can we manage stress? By controlling the factors which we can control. Like I can control how much hours I study. I can control what I write in the exam. I can control uh, the quality of the work I put in. And if the controllables are controlled, the stress will be controlled. Time management, ma'am, in this long journey, I don't think there is lack of any time. The thing is that we have to make efficient use of it.
So, if not UPSC, what were the other options you had?
Ma'am, in this UPSC journey, I always feared that if I didn't clear, what else? So I wanted to be create a plan B. So I started writing other exams also. So I got government as an assistant engineer in 2019 itself. So I had this backup. So this backup helped me to clear my mind of that fear that what else if not UPSC.
Your dedication and hard work are truly inspiring. And thank you for sharing your insights with us. And we wish you all the success and fulfillment in your role. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.